All right, y'all, so we got the straight 8 in the garage. I'm over here dropping stuff, but look. So first thing we gotta do, pull these 4 screws off, take this face off, take off the cold air intake from this hose clamp, take that out, disconnect this, and then come here, take off this hose clamp, take out this sensor, take this whole assembly out, bam, that'll give us access to what we need to hit, which is that pulley right there that my finger's pointing at. We stick this ratchet in there, and that's what allows us to loosen and tighten the belt. Now, if it is the pump, we're gonna have to loosen the belt, take the belt, slip it off, take out the power steering pump, go get the new one, put that back in, and then put the belt back on and tighten it. Now, my finger has been making flapping noise for the past few days because I've bent the corner, so I don't know if I was sliding, but I think it's because of this right here. I just noticed it. It's not even in there all the way, but we got to take these 2 screws off anyways. Take this intake out, take this fan out, and then I might have to take this hose off. I'm about to get busy. I'm gonna catch y'all back. We take this intake off. All right, y'all, quick update. So we got the power steering pump off. I'm gonna just run down what I did. Took the intake box off, intake, covered this up so no leaves or nothing get in there. Stripped this belt tensioner, so I gotta go get a new one from the junkyard tomorrow. The new one is like 40 bucks. I'll probably get one for about 20. Took the power steering pump off. This is the pump right here. So it's held on by these 3 bolts. 1, 2, 3. And then this hose goes through here to the reservoir. And this bottom one goes down to this cooler. But it sits in the car just like this. Like that. And then you gotta use your socket to go through these. You just spin this around. And that's how you can take those out. And then you take the 3 off, pull that out, disconnect that with the what size did I use? 18. I use one of these. You could probably use a crescent wrench. And then take this hose clamp off. I just use this. So we got that off. I'm actually about to go to Advanced Auto Parts and get another power steer pump. They said they got one for 80 bucks with the $40 core charge, but I got my own core, so I'm gonna bring this to them. Hopefully that's good. I'm not sure if they're gonna try to keep the pulley. If they got a pulley rental, I'll just pull the pulley in the parking lot. I'll be back to them. And then, yeah, so should be able to swap this on tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the belt back on since I stripped this, but tomorrow, if I can't get it on tonight, tomorrow I'll get a new one, swap that out, put the belt back on, hook everything back up, wire up the fan again, grab that back over there, pull the fan up, 2 bolts, bam, start it up, try to do that. All right, y'all, so we just put up to AutoZone. Let me get this pump swapped out, 80 bucks plus the pump. So let's see. I'm back. There's the new pump. We got some gaskets. I guess that's gonna go for right here. I'm assuming. This is the pump. We got this pulling cord. We gotta put this on, and I gotta grab my impact. I heard you could do it with hand tools too, but might as well use this. Only got 1 battery and no charger, so that's tough. But I'm gonna take this pulley off, put it on there, show y'all how to do that, and then put it on the car. All right, y'all. So we at the yard. Got the belt tensioner and another tail light because my tail light brakes won't work in the return, so I don't know why. But they got a whole bunch of Dodge Chargers, especially 2006 to 2010, a bunch of 6 to 2010 Chrysler 300s. They might throw 1 or 2 11 to 14 Chargers out here every maybe once a week type-ish. But if y'all need Charger parts, Conor Ryan's Pick Apart. Not sponsored, but tight shit. This is where I go. It's only really 2 junkyards in Detroit. Ryan's Pick Apart, parts galore. Alright, good morning, y'all. So it is 11:27. We back working on the straight 8. I'm supposed to really wake up at 8 o'clock, but we finna get back to it. We got the parts that I needed. We gotta figure out how to get this pump pushed on. We're gonna put that little hose fitting onto the pump, and then we gotta swap out those belt tensioners, put the pump on there. So it's 12 o'clock. Finally got the pulley on there. I think that's as far as you can go. But that's as far as I'm gonna go. I don't even wanna try to push it no more. These tools are so fidgety to use. I got a brand new set. This is the third one I rented. So when you rent these, you want to make sure you look out for, they got all the hardware. They got these two, this thingy, and this scrolly McRoller, and whichever size you need, whether it's gonna be this or this one. I had to use this side for the Dodge Charger. You want to make sure that this thing right here is good. You want to make sure it's not sloppy and lopsided. If it's sloppy and lopsided, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you're gonna be able to get that pump on there. It can move freely from itself. You see what I'm saying? But just make sure it's not lopsided and it lays flat. This is a brand new kit I got from O'Reilly's. AutoZone stuff is completely crapped out. I had to go a little bit out the way for this one. But for this, we're not gonna talk about that. But I think I did strip it a little bit in there. But you wanna run this in there like this. You wanna run this in there, and you gotta go way more than this. But take a socket, tighten it all the way down. Like keep going, even when you think it's stiff, keep going. You might want to mess around and use one of these little impacts, borrow from a friend, get it off Facebook for like 80 bucks. It'll really help you with snapping bolts on any car. Tighten it down like crazy, right? Don't strip it though. And then after that, run this down, right? Run this down. And then you want to hold you a little, I don't even know what size this is. What's this, 1/2 inch? No, this is a 9/16. Hold the 9/16 right here and put I don't know what size that is, but I just used the crescent wrench. Put that right there. And you want to just hold this straight. Do not move this at all. Take the crescent wrench and crank it down. It's gonna get stiff and hard, but you gotta just keep going. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I spent 2 days, this mainly just swapping the pulleys on this. So you might want to go ahead, get you the pump with the pulley, but keep cranking that and you should be good. And then it might keep coming up. It might like come up like this, start coming out. And you just tighten this bolt back down, and then you just tighten this back down. Same thing, just keep repeating that. That's what I did. You might want to lube yours on the inside and on the shaft, the silver part, and it might come down easier for y'all. I forgot to lube mine, so that's maybe why I struggled. But I think that sits pretty good. So we got everything good. I'm gonna put the pump in the car. I might change these gaskets out. I'm not sure yet. So we're about to put this on. Hook up this hose. Hook up this hose. Put everything on. And then we gotta figure out this belt. I gotta swap these belt tensioners. So. All right, y'all. So I just got back. I'm gonna show y'all what we got. So I got this K&N air filter cleaner. I'm gonna clean this up and re-oil it. We got the throttle body cleaner and the power steering fluid. They didn't have a gasket for the throttle body, but I'm just gonna take this off, hit these little bolts, pull this out, clean it up, put it back on. If the gas is looking bad, I'll go to O'Reilly's and order one. If not, I'm just gonna slap it back on. Gotta fill up this power steering fluid. See, it got low. So I'm about to do that right now. From right here, you have 4 bolts. You just wanna take some throttle body cleaner, spray a little on this microfiber, wipe the inside of this, wipe the little plate, then wipe the inside of this and wipe this little plate. After that, we gotta put this back on 4 bolts, and then I'll show you guys the next step. So to clean that up, put the 4 bolts back on. Got this hose clamp on with this rubber piece, but now I gotta put this back in here, slide this back on, put this connector back through here, got that sensor back in there, put this hose back on. Yep. All right, I'm gonna tighten this up real quick. Next step is to put this box back in. It literally just slides right in. This is just gonna end up going in like that. This rubber's gonna slide on top of this. We're gonna put the hose clamp on top of that, tighten that down. So I don't know why my camera's messing up right now, but it comes with the cleaner, the oil. Basically, it asks you to apply the cleaner, wait 10 minutes, rinse it off, and if you're, depending on how dirty your filter is, do that again. You wanna wait for it to dry. So you wanna make sure it's dry. Then you can put the oil on. This is the liquid oil, which is kind of different than the one I've usually seen where they just spray it on. But we're gonna be working with it. All right, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I don't like this liquid air filter oil. If I was to do this again, I'll get the spray one between every single ridges. It took me about 5-10 minutes with a toothbrush and just cleaned all that dirt out. It's low on fluid, but that can't be why it ain't pumping that fluid in there. There was a screwdriver right in there, so I don't know. See. Bro, it's moving. Bro, it's moving. My steering is extra hard now. The fluid. A little test drive, clean engine bay. Cleaned it up just a little bit, so it's looking a little better. But I'm about to turn the key. About to go on a little drive. This is my first time driving a car with a working power steering pump. I'm gonna check for leaks real quick. No leaks. Just gonna take it around the corner. It's still kind of stiff. Might got a bleeding system, but I'm saying I'm gonna go for a little drive and I'm gonna come back with y'all. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with the car. I don't know if that's the battery. I've never seen that. Apparently that's a throttle body sensor. Cause I did just put a bunch of oil on this. Probably could have sucked some of that oil and got in the throttle body. I'm gonna try starting it up, see what it do. It started running like weird. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna try starting it up, see if it's still doing it. If it's still doing it, I'm gonna walk home, come back, take this off, and see if all that red stuff I got in there, if it did, we're gonna have to take that intake off and ride it home, wash it out, dry it out. But just see my keys in here. Let's try it again. So we're gonna walk home. It's 5:15. I had to leave the car parked there. So I already know it's the air filter. So let me go check that. So the problem was exactly what I thought it was. I over-oiled this air filter. So when it sucked in, when I had the air filter on, it basically was just sucking in all the oil out the filter and just pulling it right through the throttle body. I only took it like down the street, around the corner, and poked it right here. So luckily I caught it. Luckily the system flashed and told me because it was running weird. But I took it off, started it. I sprayed this throttle body cleaner, wiped it up a little, started it, and then it was then it started idling good. So that means I over-oiled this. I might just order a new one. I think I might just take this home and clean this again and rinse it out and dry it, and then come back, put it on the car, and take the car home. That turned out to be the problem. I just washed the air filter and dried it out again, put it back on the car, and took it home. I'm actually about to go pick up some brake pads, so that's gonna be the next video. How to change the brake pads on a anything with 4 pistons, Brembos, how to change brake pads on Brembos. It should be able to work with other different brake calipers. But yeah, if y'all did enjoy today's video, don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.